Do what now?
I don't know. I don't know where that came from. Who said that?
Someone's trying to get with a woman and then says he would beat up '09 Randy Orton. Wow, he's really selling this now.
I mean, if dude told me.
Have you seen that? Dude's trying
Yeah.
to get with a chick, and he goes, "I will beat up Randy Orton from 2009 to get with you." Randy, wow, he's really risking his life for you. I just love Randy's reaction. Randy's been like fucking great on Twitter.
Always great on Twitter. You know this.
Yeah, but just the fact that he's like,
I'm not my wife. Viper out.
yeah, I'm gonna go nut my wife, Viper out.
I'm gonna go fuck my wife.
Oh god, that's funny.
Dude, yeah, he is a fucking. Yeah, I do. I love Randy Orton. That's the character we need.
Yeah. All right, I haven't even talked to John today, so I doubt he's even gonna come remotely close to joining us. Not a big deal. Christian, I sent the invite to. All right, give me 1 second. We'll get started. We're live on everything right now, so everything's just kicking up.
Okay, cool. That means I can start saying offensive shit immediately. Pretty sure Ray Gunn is retarded. Sorry, I'm used to getting yelled at after I say things like that. So, currently under a wind advisory. It blows out here.
Is on AEW now. Cool. Good for her. Oh, she's facing Mercedes? Oh, she's getting jobbed.
Look, okay.
She's also won twice and lost. What a title.
She's getting jobbed.
So last night,
St. Louis's Owens getting jobbed right now, Rye.
huh?
Freaking AEW Billy Starks is getting fucking jobbed out to Mercedes Moné.
Oh, awesome! Like we didn't know that was gonna happen.
I know. I just heard. I didn't even see who she was wrestling. I'm like, oh, cool. Billy's on AEW. From Boston, Massachusetts. I go, oh, God, she's wrestling Mercedes.
So okay, I spent a couple hours on the phone with my buddy Chris Exodus last night.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, oh man, I don't want to have to get my glasses to read my weed labels.
You geriatric fuck!
Fuck you! Let's make sure we're getting the right one here.
Gotta get the right prescription. Just make sure you don't hang off the end of your nose.
I don't want a sativa right now. I want an indica.
I don't need to see stars. I want to see colors.
I need to get locked in the couch.
I need to know what cowabunga means.
So basically, he says to look at AEW like a UFC fight. Whenever you watch a UFC fight, do you give a fuck about the undercard? No, nobody really does. Your women's story and your men's story for the heavyweight titles are the only thing that there is to pay attention to because they're the only stories with any type of thought put behind them.
Like I said, the only reason I was happy about that match is because Billy Stark is on TV. That's it.
Like, look at it like a car crash. Like a Jeff Hardy match.
Like a scene in Lakewood?
Oh, I don't know, man. There was some fucked up shit I saw on my way home from the dispensary today. Like, there was an accident at the Walmart, and apparently somebody had fucking with her car and smashed one between her car and another car, and like I'm pretty sure that lady didn't make it.
It's Walmart, though. Like,
I don't know, man. Somebody died there today, though.
you said.
And not in the store, in the parking lot. Like, like somebody described it as like a cartoon scene, like a toothpaste.
Ew.
Like that poor lady.
Yeah, that poor lady.
Trying to leave the Walmart, gets run down by what I'm assuming is either a woman, an Asian, or a crackhead.
Walk into a car.
And then come to our surprise, it was that fucking NASCAR driver that went to dirt racing and killed a guy.
Oh, Tony Stewart?
Tony Stewart, that's the motherfucker's name. It was Tony Stewart.
Yeah, well, I would say allegedly, but no, that's been proven. I watched that. I
I mean-
watched that. I watched that race.
Yeah, I saw that race. That was fucking brutal.
And this
That
is
was-
why. And this is why we can't have anybody getting out of the car now in NASCAR.
That shit was as brutal as this one time as a teenager that
At
I went to
band
the.
camp?
Oh, I went to the rodeo.
And
Because
someone,
that's
someone got gored.
no, actually, it was during the Bronco ride.
Oh,
Remember they were breaking the Broncos, and a horse came out of the chute and it jerked around and broke his neck against the side of the
oh,
closed, and fucking fell over and fucking shattered this fucking rider's leg all the way up.
ow! All right. On that
Like
note,
it was fucked up, but we couldn't look away.
on that note, you ready to get this started? In
Sure.
3, 2, 1, go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Betting Window on the Nerdport Network. I am your host, Effin Ronnie, and with me as always,
Captain Stuntcock himself, Reinar the Hooligan.
oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, if you are new to the show, welcome. Welcome one and all. Maybe to a new format, maybe to something different. If you're new though, welcome. This is a betting and sports news podcast where we dive into the good, the bad, and the what the fuck was that in the wide world of sports. And like I said, sports betting with an Atlantic City twist. We're not on the West Coast, but we're more East Coast than West Coast.
I don't know. If I had to describe our betting style, I would say that drunk guy in Vegas.
Yeah, well, at least you don't end up with it. At least your kneecaps end up intact if you not go to Atlantic City.
We want our people to be safe.
But yes, like I said, this is a betting podcast. And just so you know, please bet responsibly. Do not bet with your head, not over them. Whatever bets we give for you today, take them with a grain of salt. Do your research and find the best odds.
Absolutely.
Oh, but with that being said, we will be joined by Christian, our specialty analyst that we have on every Wednesday. It's pretty much a selection Sunday. It's NCAA tournament brackets. That's what we're going over most of today. But we got some news on tap for the NHL and the NBA because we are climbing into the playoffs very soon.
True.
Yes. Let me see. Actually, I'm pulling up. All right. So, do they have? Okay. So, we'll dive into the NHL because I mean, really, let's face it, we're pretty much going to be talking about the brackets as much as we can today too, because it's Selection Sunday. Selection Sunday was last week. We're already getting games going on now. Mount St. Mary's is beating American 83-72, which hit my over. I'll take it.
I'll take the over.
But then we got Texas versus Xavier on later. Texas is a 4-point dog going into this game.
4 points?
Yeah, I'm taking Xavier. I never have liked Texas out of this game because I'm not betting. I'll say this: I'm not betting the line because, in all honesty, it's dumb. It's 2.5. Xavier's a 2.5 point favorite, so it's a possession game. I would personally rather go. So Xavier's 77.5. I think this is going to be a high scoring game. I would rather go the team total 77.5. While I'm doing that, I'll actually make that bet, and that is it.
77.5, you say?
Yep. So pretty much they have to score at 78 points.
Can they do it?
Well, they don't. No, Texas doesn't like to play offense or doesn't like to play defense. Sorry. Neither does Xavier. So this could be like a 90 point game.
All right.
Yeah, I've gotten sick and tired of betting spreads. Personally, when it comes to college basketball, I bet on teams. Because if one team has a bad game, then you're fucked. But if one team decides to hold you in, I'd rather have the game go be close. But, all right, let's dive into the news and the NHL. Pretty much we're getting closer and closer to the Stanley Cup playoffs. Pretty much Ovechkin is the big reason people are paying attention to this because he is...
Yeah, that's a huge thing.
Yeah, well, he's 8 goals away from passing Wayne Gretzky. And there is... So I'm on Caesars right now. There is a bet on Caesars at minus 115 both ways. Will he break the record this year? This season? Will he get to 194 goals or 894?
Right.
Both sides it's 115. So if anyone doesn't know what that means is you have to lay $115 to win 100 back. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna do it. 8 away. 8 away, and yeah, it feels like he's gonna get it. What do you think?
Repeat that?
He's 8 away from getting it. Do you think he gets it this year?
Absolutely, man. Dude, he's had a good season. I don't see him slowing down. And for that reason and that reason alone, yeah, he gets it without.
If not, he's got another season in him. He'll get it next year, if worst case scenario. But they're also going to make the playoffs, so he's got more games in the playoffs too. Because it's career goals. It's not regular season goals. It's career.
Right.
But all right. So Stanley Cup odds.
I think he gets it, and I think that he gets it soon.
Because I think there's like 25 more games left.
Yeah, like that's like within maybe the next 2 weeks soon.
Yeah, I want to say that's what's gonna be. That sounds about right.
Yeah. I mean, that's if he's only averaging, 2 per game.
Yeah. So, all right. So, Stanley Cup. The odds right now you have. All right. So, actually, you know what I'll do? I'm not going to do the Stanley Cup winner right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the conference for East or West. And I'll give you the top 5 and free roll, $100. You have to bet on one of these 5 teams.
All right.
The Florida Panthers are 2-1 to win to make it to the Stanley Cup. The Capitals are 475. Hurricanes are 5-1. Toronto is 6-1. Tampa Bay is 625-1. And then after that, it's draw a line, and the Rangers, Devils, Senators are pretty much 15-20.
Yeah, locked in a battle there.
Florida is the is the leader in the clubhouse right now with the best record in hockey. I believe.
they've had a great.
I believe they are actually. No, sorry. Point wise, actually, they're not. It's actually Washington, but yet they're third on the odds list. I gotta go with Ovi.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I gotta go with them with the Capitals making this run, and 475 to get out of the East is probably the bet is a great future bet.
Yeah.
Now, it's funny because the West is a little more jumbled. Dallas is 3-1, Edmonton's 4-1, Vegas is 4.5, Colorado is 5, Winnipeg is 5. And then draw a line, and then it's 13-20.
Oh man, I wouldn't be surprised to. I wouldn't be surprised to see Vegas come back and do something like they have.
Vegas is good. Vegas is really good. But I'll give you a long shot right now that if the team this team loves to play on the road, and if they can get hot, they can make it to the Stanley Cup, and that's the LA Kings. They're 13-1 to get to the Stanley Cup.
The Kings?
The Kings. They have one of the best road splits in NHL right now.
What's their split right now?
Let me pull it up. Where are you, LA? The Golden Knights on the road. 13, 18, and 5. They have a losing. Apparently, they actually no. But they're 23-4. They never lose at home, but they're like 500 on the road. Which in playoff form, that's all you can have. That's one of the better ones. The coin flips on the road is still one of the better.
Let me ask, where are the Blues at?
Blues are 75 points. Let me see.
What are the odds on the Blues? I know we don't stand a chance.
On the Blues, Blues are 100-1 to make it to the Stanley Cup. Let me see what it is to win the Stanley Cup. 250-1.
You are back to being the Cubs of hockey.
Yeah.
No! Again!
Oh, no! We suck again! And hello, Christian!
What's going on?
Talking about the Blues sucking.
Oh, I don't care.
No. You can say that. You can say that because nobody gives a shit.
No, wouldn't want to alienate people.
No. We give you permission for this one.
No, wouldn't want to alienate people. You know, we live in a society of sensitive people today. So I'm being considerate of other people's fucking feelings.
All right, fair enough.
You know I'm trolling right now, right?
That's why I said fair enough. Throw it right back in our fucking faces. That's why we're laughing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, throw it right back at us. All right, fine. Yeah, right.
Hans and Dieter.
Oh, yeah. We're still waiting for our black cousin to come over and play.
Oh, hey, yo.
What is Gretzel?
Oh, he got shot.
Gretzel got shot. Gretzel got shot. Oh,
Gretzel tried to do the river dance and didn't realize he was German and not Irish, and then they took the IRA took him out.
Nah, that German nigga was cruising in the 6'4".
Oh, it's just like the JFK files. Wait, what?
Yeah, ooh.
Crazy.
Oh, I didn't get a chance to read them yet. We're not going to go in. That's a dumpster fire. That's an episode of Dumpster Fire that we don't need to dive into.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Ryan will do that later.
He likes the dumpster fire, yeah.
Christian, before it starts, we were talking about Xavier, Texas. Who do you got?
I'll say Texas by 2.
All right, their dogs going into this at 2.5. I took Xavier over 77.5 for them. I can see this game going either way. I would not trust bet taking the points on either side of this game because this game could be a blowout or it could be a freaking rock fight.
Very true.
Yeah, I guess someone pissed in fucking UNC's cornflakes yesterday.
Yeah. Look, y'all gonna stop disrespecting us.
What was that, right?
Pissed in their goddamn cornflakes.
They took our jobs.
Took our germ.
Man, but you know what? Not gonna say anything. I want to be considerate.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, you can piss off. Go piss up a fucking tree.
That's not what that conversation said. We told you to mix it with some Denzel.
I'm the man up in this piece. You know, the funny thing is, I don't even like reciting that line. Because if you saw Training Day, what happened to him after
he got shot?
And yeah.
I didn't say be him. I said have that attitude.
Turn you up to 11.
And rip off the knob.
Hey, what's up, man? It's 50 Cent, man.
That's actually not bad.
The reason why I talk like this is because I got shot in the mouth. This is my personal voicemail. So leave your name, your number, and if you're a woman, your measurements, and I'll get back to you at my earliest convenience. G-Unit.
I think you left Ryan speechless.
I really don't know what to say.
You know that was good.
No doubt that was good. Oh.
Hey.
Anyway, Ryan, how's nephew? There you go. Getting big?
Giant.
There you go.
All right. Let's pretty much... I know, Christian, I know you don't watch the NHL.
Do I have permission to say it at least once
yes,
on the show?
You can say... No, you can actually say that because not a lot of people care about hockey.
Yeah, don't nobody care.
There you go.
Don't nobody care.
Yeah, that one I can understand. Like, we already talked about the odds. But now let's dive into the NBA.
And if you feel alienated, you can go scratch. That's a polite way of me telling you to fuck yourself.
Polite way of me telling you to go fuck yourself. That was polite.
Get the baby oil and go fuck yourself.
Why I gotta be baby oil, Puffy? Really?
Hey, it could be worse. You could tell him to go take a walk to Junior's and get him a cheesecake.
Let me tell y'all something. If he had asked me to do that, and then when I bought it back, he didn't want it, I'm spitting in it, and I'm making him eat that. Hey, yo.
One of the dumbest fucking episodes of that show ever.
I mean, let's be honest, Christian. He would probably be into it.
Now that
that's why I caught myself,
know,
Ryan.
I was gonna say what we know now. Yeah.
He'd have a raging clue.
Look, I always told people he was weird. Always said he was weird.
Yeah.
That's an understatement.
Weird is an understatement for that one.
So, all right. So, let's go to the NBA, and we're almost at playoff time. So, we got to get into what we think. Christian, I want to ask you, and Ryan, same thing. Go to the West. I'm going to give you 4 teams. If you think anybody else, besides the Oklahoma City Thunder,
Mm-hmm.
to make it out the West to the finals. The Lakers at 5.5 to 1, the Nuggets at 6, the Warriors at 6, the T-Wolves at 18, and then Memphis at 35. Other than Oklahoma City, out of those 5 games I just said, who do you think can get out of the West? Can any of those get out of the West?
I don't know. I wouldn't want to see Golden State
I'm in a full agreement with that.
because you know you got the little beige white boy. That's what I call Steph, and you know Jimmy Butler just always seems to turn it up a notch come playoff time.
Jimmy Buckets.
Yeah, and he's actually fit in really well with Golden State. They'll be tough. To me, the West, there's only 4 teams in the West I really am worried about. That's and Phoenix ain't one of them.
No.
But
No. Phoenix might not even make the playoffs.
Nah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's OKC, it's Denver, it's Golden State, and it's unfortunately the Lakers.
I'm actually going to say something that I'm going to actually take Denver out of that. And I'm going to put Minnesota in.
Nah, I don't trust them.
With how they're playing and they're getting healthy at the right time, that's a scary team that could knock off an OKC.
Yeah.
Because especially if they get healthy, if they get the full strength by playoff time, I wouldn't want to see fucking Minnesota.
Yeah, but okay. Outside of Anthony Edwards, who else do they have?
The 2 guys from the fucking Knicks. Why am I spacing on their name? Randall and...
Yeah, you can't trust Julius Randle. You of all people
But...
should know.
I'm
He's
saying,
due for an injury when it matters most.
But that's the thing. As of right now, he's healthy. Until he goes down with an injury, you can't think about that. You can... At 18 to 1, it's a good fucking split to say they can make the finals, because they made the Western Conference finals last year without Julius Randle too, but they just had Cat instead. Which Julius Randle, let's face it, I'm a Knicks fan. Julius Randle's better than Cat.
No, he's not. And the fact you even said that really makes me question your credibility right now. No, he's not.
As a player, maybe not, but down low on defense, dude, Cat olays people.
No, he's not. Julius Randle play like he wears jeans. Like, nah, don't do that.
I'm not. Ryan laughed at that one.
He does. Look at him. Julius Randle play like his Timberlands is loose.
But also Julius
outta
Randle.
here.
Julius Randle also fucking has like he's stiff as a fucking board. He's
but you notice anywhere Julius Randle's gone, they haven't really advanced that far because he plays too much ISO ball. A lot of them do, but him
actually,
in particular.
Isn't he coming off an injury?
Yeah, he just came back.
I was gonna say he just came back. Now here's the thing though, on defense, dude, I would not want to fuck around with that bottom half of that fucking defense with Julius Randle and Gobert.
He doesn't play defense.
Randle's starting to play a little bit of defense. Now he's kind of like he's not olaying people, but I'll give you that. No one can touch. Ant-Man's is the fucking better guy. But then you have DiVincenzo coming off the bench,
Yeah, but he can't stay healthy either.
Well, they're both coming back healthy. That's what I said. If they can get healthy by playoffs, they're going to be a tough team.
That's a big hit, though, man.
Oh, I'm not saying. Also, that's why I'm saying 18 to 1. You are gambling on that one because you're kind of trying to project that they're gonna get healthy.
Right.
I'm not saying it's the best bet. Honestly, if you go best bet, I have the Lakers or the Warriors. So they're playing their... I'm sorry. Lakers when LeBron was healthy. Now I don't know about that.
Yeah, and also you got the Lakers don't have a big man, so my thing is with the Lakers, they could beat Denver, right?
Yeah.
Because Denver had better defense the year when they won it, and they never really replaced Bruce Brown. And Denver had better shooters. Um, the reason why I think I would have the Lakers over Denver is because I don't think there's a soul on Denver that can stop Luka Doncic. He's too big for Jamal Murray, right? I mean, LeBron is gonna be LeBron.
That's if he's
Right.
that's how healthy is LeBron going to be now by playoff time?
Right. That's one thing you got to look at. But me personally, and I was just telling my homeboy this yesterday when he called me. The X factor for the Lakers to me is Austin Reeves.
Yep.
Because I think they're a completely different and much better team when Austin Reeves is contributing and he's consistent. Most importantly, Rui Hachimura, he's coming back. I know he's been hurt. Obviously, you're getting LeBron back, but you also got to realize, there's a lot of wear and tear, and there's a lot of mileage on LeBron's body. LeBron isn't a young man anymore.
No.
You're not going to get Miami Bron, but what LeBron's doing at 40 is nothing less than remarkable.
Listen, the one thing that LeBron is going to do right now, and next year it's going to prove it if he comes back, is I'm going to love the Lakers coming out of the West next year because LeBron can be magic. We don't have to compare him to Jordan. He can be the facilitator and pass the fucking ball to Luka.
Yeah.
Luka's your one. LeBron finally has a star that he didn't have since he was in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
That could actually play with him, not play for him. Luka plays through LeBron. Just like how everyone used to play through Magic. That is the one thing that I will say that LeBron has over Jordan. And somewhat over Kobe.
What?
That's it. That people can play through him.
The only thing LeBron does better than both Jordan and Kobe, he's a better passer.
Right, that's what I mean. He's the facilitator.
That.
He's the facilitator.
He's a better scoring version of Magic.
Yeah, you can play through LeBron. You can play through LeBron.
He's a better passer. He's a better teammate. He has more tattoos than both of them, and he held on to his hair longer.
And he doesn't have a crippling gambling issue.
Be respectful.
Oh, dude, Jordan, that's legendary. His gambling is legendary. Ryan, what do you think? Coming out of the West, who do you got?
Honestly, I don't have an opinion on this because I don't watch the NBA. I'm not a bet.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
you do not care.
Right. You do not care. Because we don't do alienating here at the betting window. Ooh, baby, I like it raw.
I do not care.
Here, can we say it all together? 1, 2, 3. I do not care.
Read my lips. Go fuck yourself.
And if you feel alienated at what Ronnie said, then I don't know what to tell you.
If you feel alienated about that, call the hotline at 1-800-KISS-MY-ASS. All right. So we talked about the West. Let's talk about the East real quick.
Boston.
It's fairly simple. It's Boston for the most part. Boston's the heavy favorite at -140. If you had to take, honestly, I'm going to give you 4 teams in the East that I think even has a remote shot Cleveland, New York, Detroit.
Over Milwaukee? Detroit?
So Detroit's 70-1. They've been the hottest team right now, and you don't know if Milton or Giannis are going to be healthy going into the playoffs. Listen, the Magic ain't going to do shit. Miami ain't going to do shit. Spoelstra's about to be looking for a new job. The Hawks.
They not getting rid of Spoelstra.
The Hawks can bail out and start trading everybody soon. Detroit right now, Cunningham is going to be that guy. I think they have the Knicks first round. They can beat the Knicks in the first round of the playoffs. I don't see the first round of the playoffs right now. Probably are going to be Pacers. Milwaukee is going to be the 4-5.
They just played last year.
Yeah.
Pacers and Milwaukee, and Indiana. They had such an easy path to the Eastern Conference Finals because they played a Milwaukee team that wasn't healthy. They caught the best of the Knicks because the Knicks weren't healthy, and then look at what happened when they ran into Boston.
Yeah. Let's face it. They're not locked in yet, but the 10 seeds for the East are pretty much locked in. Unless Miami has a horrible collapse and Toronto can come back, but I doubt that.
Who were the 2 seeds?
So right now, Cleveland is 1, Boston's 2.
No, I'm talking about the final 2 seeds, like for the play-in.
Chicago. So 7 seeds Atlanta, Orlando is 8, Chicago's 9, Miami's 10.
Oh, wow. I don't care.
Well, I was going to say, I'm looking at this. Yeah. The play-in games are going to be awful. So, hi, congratulations, guys. Whoever's the 8 seed's going to get smoked by Cleveland. And whoever's the 7 seed's going to get smoked by Boston.
Again, who cares? Did I say that correctly? Thank you.
Doing your best Chappelle Show voice.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Me fail English? That's impossible.
All right. Should we get into the bracket?
Yeah.
Ryan?
Yeah.
All right. Let's get into the bracket. God damn it. Let me pull up the actual bracket, because God forbid. Here we go. All right, let's start off. I guess we'll start in the South.
Okay.
All right, Auburn versus Alabama State. Let's face it, we all know Auburn's going to win. But the big question is, and I'll ask this and answer it this way. Do they cover? The spread is 32.5. I would take Alabama State with the points because does Auburn call it quits after the first half? Do they run up the score so much that they take their foot off the gas and pretty much play the backups 10 minutes with the last 10 minutes of the game? What do you guys think?
Honestly, now, because it's happened twice, I never count the 16 seed out. I remember what I was doing and where I was the day UMBC beat Virginia. And then I was here when Taylor Dickinson.
To me, that was the bigger shock. The Dukes.
What?
The Dukes beating Virginia were the bigger shock because we all knew Purdue had a weakness.
And here's the thing. UMBC just didn't squeak by.
No,
they beat Virginia by 20. And it wasn't close.
No.
And it's something we never thought we'd see.
No. And then, Ryan, what do you think? Do they win by 32?
By 32?
Yeah, the spread is 32 and a half. So they got to win by 33. Does Auburn win by 33 points?
No.
Yeah, I don't think. I think they'll. Especially
No.
also Alabama State's coming off of that freaking insane win last night.
Yeah, I don't see it happening.
All right, next, Louisville is a 2.5 point favorite against Creighton. This is your opening game. This is 12:15 tomorrow. This is in Lexington.
Oh, that's a home game, Louisville.
Yeah, Louisville.
Louisville.
Christian, this is why I said I think Louisville can take Auburn out because it's in Lexington.
Yeah,
That's.
but I don't know if Louisville has a player that can match up with Auburn's best player.
Yeah, the guy that's gonna be second in voting for Player of the Year.
I see it, Ryan. Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus, he looked just like you.
You know, I wish I had the. Hold on 1 minute. Give me 1 second, CB. I want to see if I can get the actual locations. I know the Louisville game's in Lexington. I want to see if I can get the other ones.
Nah, you ain't got to give us a location. That's going to take too much time.
All right.
I don't care.
All right. 5-12. Michigan. Taking on. I know this game's in Denver. I know that because they were talking about altitude. Michigan taking on UC San Diego. 10 o'clock. Michigan's a 2.5 point favorite. The betting favorite right now, everyone is loading up on UNC San Diego. I'm kind of in that same boat. Because Michigan right now is coming off of pretty much playing the last game on Sunday, having a 4-day turnaround to go into Denver and altitude. Either Michigan squeaks by this or UNC blows them, or UC San Diego blows them out.
It depends on which version of Michigan shows up.
Yeah.
Because they had, I think, me personally, I think the Michigan Wolverines this year are grossly overrated because there's no consistency with them. When they score, okay, they're pretty good. But when they don't score, they're bad and they're cold, and it shows. Because the other day, I'm watching them in that Big Ten conference title game against Wisconsin. And it took them like 6 minutes to damn near score a bucket.
Yeah, they're defensive.
You gotta be able to score. You gotta be able to score come 20 time.
Yeah, they're very defensive heavy. That's the thing. They're very defensive heavy. But I don't see I think Michigan's going to be stumbling out of this gate because they're coming off of a 4-day layoff where UC San Diego has, where San Diego's have like 2 weeks off. I can see the upset. I see this being the big 5-12 upset. Ryan, what do you think?
I'm with you.
Yeah. All right. 4-13. 7:35 or 7:25 TBS also. The 4, Texas A&M versus the 13, the Yale Bulldogs.
I like Texas A&M.
You must be out your goddamn mind. Give me Yale.
Who the fuck you yelling at?
Yeah, I put a little bass in that.
Huh?
I have a little bass in that. Yeah, give me the Bulldogs. Give me Yale. But okay, Christian, why Texas A&M?
I mean, the SEC's just been on a tear this year in the sport. I know 13-4 is a common upset, but I think Texas Tech does just enough to get by.
Oh, A&M, not Tech.
I said Texas A&M.
You said Tech just 2 seconds ago. You said Tech by accident. Ryan,
okay.
what do you think? Right.
Wait, what?
Texas A&M or Yale?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yale, here's the thing with the Ivy League. They're always good for one in the fucking tournament. And last year they did it against Janiah Broome in Auburn. A&M, I think what Yale does, though, is they're not going to be able to get into the paint against Yale. They're going to have to shoot the three. Texas A&M is one of the worst three-point shooting teams in the SEC. And
yeah, I need to change that on my bracket. Give me Yale, baby.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I study the fucking Ivy League. Because, goddamn it.
Yeah, because you have nothing else to fucking do.
Hey, I live in the fucking... you live in the fucking Ivy country, too.
Okay. And egg's still expensive. What that got to do with me?
I live in fucking... fucking Princeton made that run 2 years ago. Holy shit.
Oh, after they beat Arizona?
Yeah. But no. Every year, it's... The Ivy League, and I'm going back to people, if anyone remembers the 90s, the Ivy League is fucking Butler. Where whenever Butler was in the bracket, you can kind of pencil them into the Sweet 16. The first round of the Ivy League always seems to fuck shit up. Yeah, give me the Bulldogs. Give me Yale. 3 and D. Speaking of another upset alert, actually, this is not upset. Old Miss, the 6, taking on UNC Tar Heels, North Carolina. Carolina is a 1.5 point favorite. Yeah, give me the 11. Give me UNC.
UNC.
Mm-hmm.
They're pissed off. They're ready to go. Old Miss. There goes another SEC team.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, Iowa State versus number 14, Lincecum. Iowa State is without their best player. Iowa State's a 14.5 point favorite. This actually, I know for a fact, got bet down because this opened at 17.5. Lincecum could pull this upset if they shoot threes, and not gonna happen. Give me Iowa State. Give me the Cyclones.
Yeah, Cyclones.
Yeah, Iowa State, for sure.
Yeah, and then they can get smoked by UNC. Then they get smoked by the Tar Heels. Number 7, Marquette Shaka Smart. I'm not even going to start with that. Marquette versus number 10, New Mexico. Shaka Smart can't do shit in the tournament except when he was in, except when he was with
VCU.
VCU. He's not with VCU. Give me New Mexico.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Right?
I'm with you.
Okay. And Michigan State versus Bryant. Michigan State's an 18-point favorite. They are giving a lot of love to Bryant in this field. Michigan State smokes them by 20.
Spotty, baby. Or you know what? Since it's time Izzo, I'm going to play this song in his honor. Ready?
Go. It's March, yeah. 8th wonder of the world is right.
Timeless.
All right. Where do we want to go next? Actually, you know what? Let's stay in the South real quick. I want both of your guys' opinions. After we just did that, what team do you see making a deep run out of the first round we picked?
Michigan State.
Yeah, I think they get to at least the Elite Eight. If not the Final Four. Rye, what do you think?
Michigan State.
Yeah, I have the big upset already in the second round. I have Louisville beating Auburn. I'm just having a hard time pulling that trigger. I want Louisville to beat Auburn so bad in that. Because then everyone's brackets get fucked. Because then you're like kind of looking at Michigan State, North Carolina, Louisville, and the winner of San Diego and Yale. Yeah, that could be. Yeah, I think Michigan State can make the Final Four. Like, Christian, do you have a big upset coming through on any of your any of your brackets?
Yeah.
Is it the number 1 seed or is it like UNC?
No, I have UNC advancing, and then I have Grand Canyon beating Maryland.
Okay, we'll get to them. Yeah, that's not a terrible.
I got a few. I mean, look.
Well, I think we all have upsets.
Is it really? Think about it. Is it really a bracket prediction if you don't have at least 3 or 4 double-digit seeds making the round of 32?
No, and I mean just that alone.
Yeah, I have another one too, Ronnie.
Yeah. Well, where do we want to go? Oh, actually, first, hold on. Rye, did you have any like idea? Did you even fill out a bracket yet?
I have not.
Okay. I want to get on that because that starts tomorrow.
I'll do it in the morning.
Okay. All right. Well, where do we want to go then, Christian? Fielder's dealer's choice: West, Midwest,
Let's go
East?
to the East.
All right. Well, first things first. They have not laid a line out for this because the game just ended. Duke without Flag versus Mount St. Mary's. I'm gonna say
he's not playing tomorrow.
It does. They have not announced that he's out, but I personally would think he's not gonna play because if they need him to be the 16 seed, they should never be advancing in the first place.
Yeah, Duke will still handle business.
I bet you the spread's gonna be like 35.
Yeah,
and I still think Duke handles their business. I think they run roughshod on that. Rye, what do you think?
Duke.
Duke, yeah. All right, Mississippi State versus Baylor. Mississippi State is a 1.5 point favorite.
I like Mississippi State.
Right?
Something in my gut says Baylor.
Yeah, these 8-9 games are always going to be coin flips. Baylor was more of the top of the Big 12 this year. Mississippi State was that middle of the pack in the SEC, but the SEC is a really tough division. I have this game as a coin flip, so 1.5 is the perfect score or perfect site for this. I think Mississippi State squeaks this out in a buzzer beater. Number 5, Oregon, taking on Liberty, the 5-12. Oregon is a 6.5 point favorite.
Skibbity bibbity.
Quack, quack, motherfucker. Give me the Ducks.
Oh, I'm taking Liberty all day.
Really?
All day. The 12-5, I think, is the most common upset in the bracket.
Well, usually because it's the top mid-major versus a lower, a middle of the class. Yeah,
give me Liberty.
I think Oregon's going to be that team that actually makes a decent run in. They'll make it. I think they'll make it out of the first weekend. All right, next Arizona taking on Akron. Arizona's a 14.5-point favorite. Give me Akron with the points. Arizona wins this game. Akron's got too good of a defense to lose by more than 15.
Shit. I have Akron as well. This is one of my
Okay, yeah, I mean
upsets.
Akron's a really good team. I think Arizona, if Arizona wins, it's going to be by like 3. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be.
Yeah,
a
I
sweep.
just don't trust Arizona.
Gee, that sounds like everybody. That's not something new there. No one trusts Arizona.
No, it's like trusting Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
You can trust them.
but you need a quarterback first before we can trust you.
Like I said, like I said, only in football. You can't trust Pittsburgh and anything else.
Not in the ACC. It's like having a Miami quarterback to start with. Rye, who you taking? Akron or Arizona?
I'll take Arizona.
Okay. Ah, boy. I think this is the one everyone's going to take. BYU is a 2.5-point favorite over VCU. Yeah, give me Rambly. Give me the fucking Rams. VCU. Christian?
Wait, hold on. I think there's someone that wants to come in and chime in on this March Madness talk. You mind if I play his music?
Oh, God.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, hello, Mr. President.
How's it going?
Former
Oh,
president.
what was that, right?
Former president.
Former president, right. Well, God forbid, because the new president now tried to put up a bracket and it didn't go so well. But how is it? We are good. How are you?
Michelle says hello. Yeah. It's bracket time, and you know I love my basketball.
Yes.
So I thought I'd chime in. And Donald, I saw you tried to call me the other day. Presidentially speaking, you could fuck yourself. Yeah.
You can see him on Call of Duty. Thank you for getting that joke, and thank you for getting what that means. Because I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know if
God.
anyone else is gonna get that joke.
And you know what? If they don't, it's perfectly fine.
Yes. Go search on YouTube. But anyway, Mr. President, yes, who are you taking? We got BYU versus VCU.
Brigham Young. Going BYU.
Okay, I was gonna say, God forbid, no. You're we're not talking about Epstein's Island here.
Oof.
Yes, BYU. So you're taking BYU?
I am. And Michelle is calling me. She said that she has a cookie for me to eat. So I'll be back.
Hey, yo.
You say cookie or cocky?
So
Yeah, but nah, I got BC. Yeah, I got BYU
BYU.
in that one. Yeah. But I wouldn't be surprised if VCU pulled the upset because they just always seem to come out of nowhere every year.
Yeah. Ryan, what do you think?
BYU.
Yeah, give me the Rams. Give me the Rambly. VCU. Number 3, Wisconsin. Taking on Montana. Wisconsin's a 16.5-point favorite. Oh, Jesus Christ, no. The Big Sky can't win shit Give me Wisconsin.
Hey there, Bob. You want another piece of pie?
Fuck you hoser. Hey, fuck you, Shorzy. For what?
I'll take Wisconsin.
Yeah, give me the fucking... Give me Wisconsin. Give me the Badgers. Christian?
Yeah, I'm with you. I like Wisconsin.
All right. 7-10. St. Mary's versus Vandy. St. Mary's is a 4.5-point favorite. This game, I will say, take the under, because this game is going to be defense out the wazoo. I think St. Mary's wins, but they don't cover. This game is going to be a 2-point win for St. Mary's. Vandy is good by proxy from the division they were in.
Yeah, I like St. Mary's as well. I don't know if Vanderbilt has enough to keep up with St. Mary's.
Yeah, this game is good, but I think this game is going to be like 50, 52. I think this game is like going to have like no fucking points.
Yeah.
Ryan?
The spread is 2?
No, the spread is 4.5.
4. Okay, 4.5.
Yeah, I think this game is going to be like a 2-point win. I don't think. What?
Andy.
Okay. And, oh, God. Alabama versus Robert Morrison. Alabama's a 22.5-point favorite. Give me Alabama. They're not going to cover this spread because they don't play defense. Christian, are you in agreement with that?
What, this is Alabama?
Versus Robert Morrison.
Yeah, give me Alabama.
Right?
Across the board. Congratulations, Robert Morrison.
No, that 15 beat to 2, that means someone broke their ankle.
It could happen.
We've seen it. Ugh. Still one of the most horrific things in basketball history. Christian knows exactly what I'm talking about, too.
What, the Kevin Ware injury?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that when it happened.
Oh.
Whew, man.
So, if anyone doesn't know what we're talking about, Kevin Ware went up to block a shot, came down, and compound fractured his leg.
Yeah, I remember that.
Vicious.
What?
Like Sid Vicious.
Yeah, and right in front of his bench, and I think the worst thing wasn't even the break. It was the reaction from the bench that made it worse.
That's fair.
Because you don't see the break. You just see almost every player get ready to throw up. It's one of the it's like one of the most visual injuries that, like, oh my God, like, what the hell?
Yeah. I mean, we couldn't see Sid Vicious' fracture. We could just see his foot hanging at an angle that human feet don't hang at.
Yeah. Well, you didn't even see the foot hanging. You just saw the freaking reaction from the bench. Because it was like it was the perfect angle that you didn't see anything. It was just, you just saw the bench. It was like, oh no. All right, so are we in agreement that this is kind of Duke's division bracket to run through? Who you got, Christian?
What, coming out that bracket?
Not even coming out, making a deep run into this bracket.
I can see Alabama. I mean, they were a Final Four team last year. You know, a good chunk of the team from last year comes back. Yeah, Cooper isn't healthy. You know, Duke, I think if Cooper were 100% healthy, Duke would be the consensus favorite right now. But I think because he's not healthy, it's kind of wide open.
Yeah, I think it really depends on, because I think the fact that Bama doesn't play defense is gonna hurt them in the long run.
Yes, they do. They do play defense. I thought they did.
No, they're very loose with their defense. They play it, but they don't play it well.
Yeah, and Duke does play defense.
That's where the problem is. If they try to, If Bama tries to run and gun, Duke can slow him down. If anything, I could see this being Wisconsin's too.
Yeah. I think they're a sleeper team in this.
Ryan, do you have any thought?
I have no relevant input to this situation.
I mean,
And you know what? He doesn't care.
he cares. He just doesn't have anything to put forth.
I said what I said. Ryan Shaw does not care.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not big on March Madness. There's too much going on. I get lost. I just kind of say fuck it.
Fair enough. Ryan, then your choice: Midwest or West?
Let's do the Midwest.
All right.
And aren't I essentially building a fucking bracket right now? You better be writing this shit down.
You gotta put it on the You gotta put it on the fucking ESPN app.
Fine, but
Yeah.
send it to me.
I did send it to you.
I'm not gonna remember any of this.
Yeah, you want me to send it to you again?
I'll send you the audio.
You motherfucker. You are fucking writing this shit down. I know it.
No, actually, I'm not. Do you not hear the fucking coins? Do you not hear the chips?
No, I don't. I'm not listening for them. And I spoke this wonderful invention called a jelly.
Called an edible gummy.
No. It's a pre-roll, but it's infused.
All right, so we're going to the Midwest. Oh God, I can't believe this is gonna come out of my fucking mouth for a school. The number 1 seed Houston versus the number 16 seed Sui.
SIUE.
SIUE.
It's SIUE.
SIU Edwardville Cougars.
Yes. Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville.
Houston.
Yeah.
Nah. It was something. It was something I was watching. It was a recipe on Facebook, and it was the way that nigga shot the sour cream.
Oh shit. All right. Yeah, Houston, and by 28.5, I ain't touching this game. Maybe I'll take a Houston team total over, but yeah, this game is gonna be a blowout. There's not even gonna happen. All right, Christian, Ryan, are you in agreement with that one, Houston?
Yeah, SIUE ain't doing shit.
Yeah, no. It's the wish version of the wish version of the NWO.
Stereotyping motherfucker.
What?
Because it's the Midwest, it's SUI and not SIUE.
Hey, listen, it could be worse. It could be the bitch version of the NWO, just too suey.
I mean, come on, man. We're not that country out here.
Listen, if I really wanted to do it, I would go suey.
SUI, what you called SIUE, SUI.
All right, the 8. I think
You're like BYU or BCU? SUI. Never once gone on you.
I've actually never heard of this fucking college. Listen, I actually will say this. I've actually never heard of this fucking college.
No, it's a small fucking school, man. It's in Southern Illinois. But, like, I just love that it never dawned on you that, like, every other school that uses an abbreviation, you're just like, SUI. Yeah, it's a big calling college.
No, that's Arkansas. We'll get to them soon. We'll get to Arkansas soon.
All right, continue.
All right, Gonzaga taking on the Bulldogs of Georgia. Gonzaga's a 6.5 point favorite. The Zags. Christian?
Yeah, I'm with you. I like Gonzaga.
Right? Which Bulldogs are you taking? Which dogs are you taking?
Gonzaga.
Zaga?
Zaga.
There's actually my second 8-9 beating a 1. If Zag gets in, I can see them beating Houston.
Now, what if the upset of this round is SIUE?
I will come on the air next week and do the best pig call ever.
The fuck? It's not SUE, it's SIUE.
But guess what, Ryan? Ronnie does not care. You know why Ronnie doesn't care? He is a cocksucker.
He's doing that in his like best white voice too.
I hear that voice doing the Carlton.
Yeah.
Oh man, don't make me get on video and hit this Carlson.
Listen, the fact that that motherfucker is like a freaking.
Hold on. I fucking dare you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. All right, let's get to the next 5-12.
All right, let's go. 5-12.
Clemson takes on McNeese. Clemson's a 7.5-point favorite.
Yeah, that's kind of a no-brainer.
We say that McNeese is probably one of the best mid-majors that made this tournament. Clemson has not been playing well. I don't think Clemson covers this number. I think Clemson actually comes in and skates by. I think they'll advance, but they're gonna barely survive. Give me Clemson, but give me McNeese with the points as the bet. Christian?
Man, this one can go either way.
Yeah.
In my opinion, because the 12-5 always just happens to be the most common upset. You know what I'm saying? I'll take Clemson.
Okay. Ryan, you taking Clemson?
Yeah, I'm taking Clemson.
Number 4, Purdue, taking on number 13, High Point. By the way, I'm just going to say this. Everybody needs to watch this game for the sole fact that they have High Point has a player that shoots granny style.
Ronnie, hit the music.
Oh, okay. I got you, Ryan. Ready? Ow. Ow. I just hit my elbow.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Great.
He shoots his free throws like it's something at a fucking semi-pro. That's the only reason to watch High Point. High Point is, according to the brackets, has a chance to beat Purdue. It ain't happening. Purdue's gonna win this game.
Purdue.
Christian,
Not so fast.
you're gonna take High Point.
Give me High Point.
Okay. Why? What do you know that we don't?
I just don't trust a lot of Big Ten teams
A lot.
in the tournament. The only one I can really say I trust the most is Michigan State. But I don't know. Purdue is just always due for a letdown here and there.
All right, fair.
The thing is Purdue. So High Point plays a drop down defense, which means they like to funnel everything to the middle of the court. So Purdue needs to hit their threes. If they don't hit their threes, High Point has a chance to stay in this. But also too, Purdue has these. What I think one of their big men down low is like 7'3". High Point needs to get him in foul trouble ASAP. This game can be tight. I think Purdue, like I said, I think Purdue survives and gets by. But still, that's going to be a fun game. All right. We'll judge this one. Number 6, Illinois will take on the winner of Texas Xavier. Xavier is down 19-30 as of 9:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
All right.
So it looks like it's going to be, as of right now, Illinois versus Texas. It doesn't mean shit to me. I think Illinois wins this game going out. Like, I think Illinois rolls this game.
I agree. And last year just showed that, Illinois just isn't a first-round team. They got to the Elite Eight.
Well, also, Illinois is hitting their stride at the right time. Illinois is going to be that team in this
that nobody wants to see.
Nope, exactly. Yeah. Give me Illinois by a lot.
I'll take Illinois.
Now, I'm interested to see what Christian says about this one. Kentucky. 11.5 point favorite against Troy.
Give me Kentucky.
Okay, you're actually going to take the blue blood.
Yeah.
I'm full agreement with you on that one. Give me Kentucky.
Kentucky.
I think Kentucky has something to prove. And if they don't, they might be looking for a new head coach.
Kentucky, Thor. Yes, you have.
Number 7, UCLA taking on number 10, Utah State. UCLA is a 5.5 point favorite.
UCLA.
Yeah. Yep. Give me the Bruins.
We're all in agreement.
And number 2, Tennessee is an 18.5 point favorite over Wofford. Tennessee, and going away, they cover this spread.
Team.
All right. So now that we have those picks in, same question here. Where is your massive upset, and where is your team that you think you can make a massive run?
I am the wrong person to ask that question to.
Christian?
I'll say Michigan State.
No. In the Midwest.
Oh. Let me look.
While you look at that, I'll say I think Gonzaga will beat Houston. That is my upset. And I think Illinois makes the biggest run.
That's what happens, Ron. That's what happens.
What?
SIUE.
Is that you really gonna go? You're gonna say it?
No, I'm not gonna go with it. But I would shit myself if I was right.
Oh, like I said, I will be on air next week with a Suey chant before our baseball predictions.
All right. If they win?
If they beat Houston in the first round.
Look, if they beat Houston in the first round, you can lock them in as my upset of the tournament.
That might be worse. That might be bigger than freaking Purdue losing to FDU.
Well, the thing is like, again, SIUE is a relatively unknown school.
Yeah, I didn't even know that exists. Like I found out last year or 2 years ago there was a college called Incarnate Word.
And they made it to the tournament. They had to do something right.
Win their division.
Yeah.
Win their conference. So Christian, your agreement with that though? You think Gonzaga can beat Houston? You think Illinois can make the biggest run?
Nah, I don't trust Gonzaga. I think Houston would beat Gonzaga, but then again, crazier things have happened.
I think Illinois has a chance to get to the Elite Eight.
I can see that.
Because if they hit their stride the right way, I can't. The only other team I could see honestly beat Illinois is Tennessee. And even then, Tennessee doesn't really. They have a stellar defense, no real offense. But all right, let's go to the Death region, the West. Fuck, dude, this bracket, this side is fucking batshit crazy. Number 1, Florida, taking on number 16, Norfolk State. Love Norfolk State. Love the story that's been going on with them. It's a 28.5 point favorite, but Florida smokes the shit out of them. Ryan. Ryan, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Okay. Florida versus Norfolk State.
Flip a coin.
Oh, yeah, no. Just take Florida.
Okay, picking Florida.
Okay. All right. UConn taking on Oklahoma. This is your 8-9 game. UConn is a 5.5 point favorite. That spread is too high. UConn wins, but by 3.
Yeah, UConn.
UConn.
By the way, that's the other thing, too. They started the year. This is the consensus number 1 team as the beginning of the season. They lost, 4 games in a row in their non-conference, and they got an 8 seed. I almost thought they weren't going to get in the tournament. Then I saw their record. It's like, how the fuck? When the fuck did that happen?
This jig what?
Number 5, Memphis takes on number 12, Colorado State. Colorado State is a 1.5 point favorite. As much as this is a 12-5, a 12 beating a 5, this is no upset, but give me Colorado State.
I'm with you.
Right?
Yeah.
Memphis or
I'm with
Colorado
you.
State? You're going to take...
Colorado State.
Okay. Christian, you already gave yours away for this one. 4-13, Maryland taking on Grand Canyon. Maryland is a 10.5 point favorite. I might not have Grand Canyon winning this game, but I guarantee you they cover this number. Give me Grand Canyon.
I'm with you.
Yep, Grand Canyon.
Because there's no Lamar College, we have to have Drake. Missouri takes on Drake. Missouri's a 6.5 point favorite, and just like the Super Bowl halftime show, Missouri is going to embarrass Drake.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Give me
Still
Mizzou.
like shit.
You taking Mizzou too, Christian?
Yeah.
Okay. Rye?
Yeah.
You don't want to take Mizzou. Don't worry, it's not the football team. The basketball team's actually better.
I know the basketball team's much better. Yeah, give me Mizzou.
Okay. Texas Tech taking on UNC Wilmington. Texas Tech is a 14.5 point favorite. Yeah, give me Tech.
Yeah, Tech.
Christian?
This is who?
Tech Wilmington. They're the 3-14.
Texas Tech?
Yeah.
Yeah, Texas Tech.
Yeah. Oh, now let's have fun with this bottom of the bracket. Kansas taking on Arkansas.
This is the one I'm looking forward to.
Kansas is a 5.5 point favorite.
Yeah, this is the one I'm looking forward to because it's 2 Hall of Fame coaches. I'm gonna go Kansas.
The fact that the Jayhawks are a 7 seed is terrifying because they can beat anybody. Yeah. Give me Rock Chalk. Give me the Jayhawks.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, give me the fucking Jayhawks.
And your number 2, the Johnnies taking on Nebraska, College of Nebraska of Omaha. Or Omaha for short. Give me the Johnnies.
St. John's.
Yep. Ryan?
Yeah,
Taking the Johnnies.
Johnny's.
Which that leaves Bill Self versus Patino. for your second round matchup. God help people. God damn, this is gonna be the West, dude. Honest to God, if Florida gets out of the West, it's a miracle because this is the group of death. This bracket. Florida has to beat the two-time champs in UConn. Then you have Colorado State and Grand Canyon as how we have that. Missouri and Texas Tech. That game's going to be a slugfest. And then Kansas St. John's. Like,
Right.
I don't know who can make a deep run in this bracket. Really, I think until I see them beat, I gotta take Florida to get through to make the deepest run.
Yeah.
But all right, well that leaves us with pretty much what we think it's gonna be. I mean, we'll talk about the second round. We'll talk about the Sweet 16 next week too, before we do our baseball stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The Elite Eight. But as of right now, card is subject to change, obviously. Ryan, I know you don't have yours yet. Christian, what's your Final Four? I don't want your national title game. I just want your Final Four.
Michigan State versus Florida. Alabama versus Houston.
Okay, so then I take it you got... What was the other side? Auburn...
Alabama and Houston.
No, the west east side. Or west south.
Michigan State and Florida.
So I'm just going to guess Florida, Houston?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you on that one. I got Michigan State, I got Florida, I got Houston, and I have... Oh, I think I have Duke coming... Or no, I have Wisconsin coming out of that, I believe. Hold on. I'll actually I'll pull up right now. Oh, no, sorry, I got Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
I got Oregon, I got Houston, Michigan State, Florida, and then Florida, Houston. Yeah, I got, like, dude, it's really hard for me not to pull this fucking trigger on Auburn, Louisville. Because I really think Louisville can beat Auburn. It's a home game.
Yeah, basically. But look, guys, I gotta be up mad early tomorrow. I'll chat with you guys both tomorrow. All right. All right, guys.
All right.
All right,
We'll see you later.
Later. And remember, I don't care.
We'll see you next week for the baseball preview.
If I care to show up.
Yeah. You'll show up.
Said who?
You'll get the call.
Your professionalism.
Yeah,
don't
you're
care.
a professional.
Again, I don't care.
You're not Dubes.
And listen, if that alienates you, then seek professional help.
You're not Dubes.
Again.
Or J-Cat.
Man, fuck J-Cat.
There it is.
There it is.
And if that alienates him, he can piss off.
Listen, he doesn't have a quarterback either right now, so he's already dealing with enough emotional damage as is.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
But, all right, Christian.
Tell him I'll be rolling up with Michael Vick.
Oh, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what? You going to Norfolk State then? And on that note, we'll see you next week, Christian.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, I think he logged off.
There you go.
All right. Rye, let's dive into the last section of our show. Going to be a short show tonight. I mean, we've already been going for about 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's dive into some bets for the Valspar, the for golf. So, all right. So Valspar is in Texas. Course is they're like it's supposed to be very fast. It's Bermuda grass. So certain players have the best advantage.
Yeah, man, but those are going to be some tricky greens.
It always is. I will say this. After the Players, not a lot of these. After the Players Championship, you're not going to get a lot of the big names that were in there in this. So right now, just winning the tournament alone, it's 10-1 starting out.
Okay.
So I have a couple long shots that might hit that I want to play. To outright win, I'm gonna give 5 bets. I'm gonna give you 2 outright winners. I'm gonna give you a top 5. I'm gonna give you a make the cut, and I'm gonna give you a top 10.
All right.
So, all right. So, tournament winner, I'm going to start out with, and this is all on Caesar Sportsbook. Go to your local book, shop this. They're all over the place. So, you're gonna be able to find something. I'm gonna give you Lucas Glover. I'm gonna give you Lucas Glover at 50-1 for an outright win.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you Jordan Spieth outright win at 45-1. So I mean, right there alone, you're getting good profit there if either one of them win.
That's true.
I'm going to do Tommy Fleetwood at 3-1 for top 5.
Okay.
To make the cut, I'm gonna give you. You're gonna get a. Hold on, I gotta find the number. Okay, there's not really value on this, but because I mean this one's pretty much a lock. It's Justin Thomas at -300. Not really. That one's kind of just lock it in because you're gonna get a nice payout there.
Right.
Actually, hold on. What did I say? I said Justin Thomas. To finish in the top 40, he's -250. So you're getting better value for having him hit the top 40. And then a top 10 finish, we're going to go with Will Salvatore at 3-1.
Salvatore's always a solid choice.
So, again, that is... pull this back up so I can get Glover at 5-1. Salvatore or Jordan Spieth at 45-1. Will Salvatore at plus 250. Where are you? Justin Thomas. Oh, there we go. Justin Thomas at -250. And then Xander Schauffele at 3-1. So do you have any ideas of golf bets that you want to make?
Honestly, I didn't get to check the book today because I had to work this morning.
Okay. No big deal. Let me pull up.
I will have my golf. And let's be a little kooky. Let's toss in NASCAR bets.
I got it pulled up right now. The
All right,
straight. So the race is the Straight Talk Wireless 400.
and where are they at?
Where it actually is the Straight Talk this year? I believe it's Texas. Is it a road course today? Is it a road course Sunday? Standings. Hold on. I'll find out in 2 seconds. There we go. Schedule. Grand. Why can't I find this? March 2nd? Oh no, what did I hit? I hit fucking IndyCar. That's not what I wanted. Why I was gonna say, why the hell am I not able to find where the hell their Cup Series schedule? There we go. Miami.
We're in Miami.
Yep, they're in Miami. In Homestead.
All right, who do we got in the top 5?
Top 5, we have Kyle Larson, Tyler Reddick, Ryan Blaney, William Braun, and Chris Bell. And in that order, it's 4, 575, 6, 7, and 9. And then other notable names, Kyle Busch is 22, Danny Hamlin's 13, Joey Logano 16, Bubba Wallace is 35, Daniel Suarez is 60, Austin Dillon's 200,
Okay.
Ty Dillon is 1,000. All right, if we're gonna go long shot, I'm throwing one in there for I'm gonna throw in a Daniel Suarez at 60-1
Okay.
for an outright win.
I like that.
And I always like to bet on Joey Logano. He's fucking due. And at 16-1, he's probably the only one right now that has a good shot at winning. Because Joey Logano always seems to lead and then just fails.
Right.
That's really it. That's all I got. I'll throw those two in. Maybe I was gonna say I don't really have any. Let me see something. What's the top? What Logano? What do we got? Top 10 for Logano minus 125, 3-1 to get the top 5. What's Suarez? Suarez I got last time at 11-1 for a top 10. Logano. There's Suarez. 250, 10-1 for a top 5. That's not terrible.
That's not terrible.
Yeah, because they gave him 14-1, so it's 3-1 for him to finish in the top 10.
Okay.
Yeah, I like those. Do you have any racers that you want to throw in there?
No. No, I think we got this.
Right. Is there any other is there baseball news?
I mean, not since fucking Goldschmidt got hurt.
Yeah, well, officially, baseball has officially technically begun. Because we had 2 games over the week that were in Tokyo.
Yes.
And the Dodgers swept the Cubs. What a shock. But obviously the Tokyo games where pretty much everyone was there to watch Shohei and, yeah, Sasaki and Yamamoto.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I really think you're starting to see very holes in a lot of people's armor when it comes to this. The Dodgers right now, I mean, are playing without Mookie Betts. He didn't make the trip. They won each game by more than by 2 runs or more.
Right.
You're gonna start see. I don't know where you're gonna see this. Like, the Angels banned players from using cell phones at their lockers.
Wonder why.
That's interesting. The move was intended to encourage more interaction and bonding between the players.
Interesting.
Pretty much telling them to get the fuck off of Twitter. I mean, am I wrong?
No.
No, like I said, tomorrow or next week, we're going to dive into a lot of this because we're going to see, we got our baseball preview.
Right.
And I think you're going to start seeing a lot of, I mean, literally the games start on Thursday. So after we're done with our predictions, the games begin on Thursday. So we will have our future bets as well as our opening day bets. Or opening day series bets, I should say, because we're going to see a lot of that. No new news when it comes to horse racing. So, I mean, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot.
No, I mean, we're starting to get into, like I said, we're starting to get into all that other stuff. So, God forbid, we will have more going on next week. This was a show to gotta get our feet dip back into. Thank you for the 5 people watching us on stream right now.
Yeah, there's something wrong.
What?
There's something wrong with those people.
But if you like what you're hearing, that was our show. If you like what you heard, please hit the follow button, hit the like button, follow, whatever on whatever. Feed us, give us feedback. Follow us on Twitter at FNRonnie.
At StuntCockSTL.
And join us also every week as we dive into the good, the bad, and the what the fuck was that in the world of sports and sports betting. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, even though we are a gambling podcast, we do talk about other sports that have to do with the betting, but always remember to bet with your head, not over it. If you have a gambling issue, please seek help. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you heard, tell your friends. If you didn't like what you hear,
go fuck yourself.
Tell your enemies, but always remind them 3 different things. 1, a hot dog is a sandwich. 2, Bobby Bonilla be getting paid.
What the fuck was that? Hold on. What the fuck did you just say?
A hot dog is a sandwich.
Explain.
Well, what is a sandwich?
Bread.
Sandwich is meat in between bread.
Yes.
So what's a hot dog?
It's a hot dog.
But what is a hot dog? It's meat in between bread. So in that case,
Between
a hot
buns.
dog. But in that case, a
Between
hot dog
buns.
is a sandwich.
In between buns, you fucking savage.
Have you not had a hoagie? Have you not had a sub?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's not the same type of bun.
Doesn't matter. It still counts. You've never been so ghetto. You've put freaking bologna in a hot dog bun.
No, but I have put a hot dog in a piece of bread. But guess what? It changed the fact that it was a fucking hot dog and not a sandwich. What the fuck is wrong with people on the East Coast?
But like I said, a hot dog is a sandwich. You can fight me on that later. I will put that as a poll. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Hot dog is a sandwich 2. Bobby Bonilla be getting paid in 3. There is always a teachable moment. And if you don't believe me, well then fuck it. It's just